Yeah, man. 1-800-LOVE-191 is the number. Death of a Bachelor is the new album. Yeah. And if you just do the math, this album will be number 1 on the Billboard charts very soon. Brendon Urie from the band Panic at the Disco joins us.
What up, guys? And lady, how are you?
So good. It's okay.
That's gotta be very exciting.
Yeah, man, this is crazy.
It's a real, I mean, and it's got to be rewarding for you with the ups and downs that Panic at the Disco has seen, the absolute explosion.
Yeah, I've
about
seen
a decade
you.
ago.
Yeah, I've seen you through like every different change. It's kind of crazy.
The incarnations.
You're right. Every change. I'm here though. I'm here alone, and it's awesome.
Yeah. No,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna like butter it up, dude.
I'm starting to suspect that maybe other members of the band just don't. They're not. They're fans of Love. Yeah.
But was it the way that I said it's awesome?
Exactly. Which part of awesome did you understand?
And like when you were making this album, did you have the? I'm sure you have the desire for it to be successful, but
sure.
Did you have any idea that this was going to be the type of album that's going to put you back in the top of like modern rock?
No, honestly, you never know. But this time around, I wanted to like emulate Sinatra. I wanted to emulate Queen. So there was stuff I wanted to accomplish with it for myself. But you never know what's going to happen.
Things,
just those little things. Yeah, just emulating the biggest artist of all time.
Those aren't lofty ambitions at all. Speaking of that, did you ever get a chance to meet Bowie?
No, that's something I'll always regret. But man, what a beautiful legend.
Yeah, and you're one of the few bands from a younger generation that actually appreciates vocalists and classic artists.
Yeah, Bowie.
And it's just weird, because I'm not bemoaning or complaining about the modern state of music. It's just it is what it is.
Sure.
There's the advancements in technology, and so.
Of course.
But when Bowie passed away, they do these documentary series you're like, oh my god, he would play it regularly play to 80,000 people in 1978. It's nah.
That's just a casual Tuesday.
Right.
Let me go on tour to 80,000 people a night.
Yeah, man, wild.
It's really weird. And Queen, Emily and I were discussing before the show that you did something incredibly ambitious and decided to cover Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah,
last time we saw you, and
I know it was a bold choice, but that's
good.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's one of those ones where I'm kind of on the fence. Do I cover that? Yeah. It's one of those untouchable things. But I love that song. That's the best, most well written song ever to me.
It's one of those pieces of art, in pop culture, in pop art, you don't often encounter stuff that makes you actually depressed because you'll never be that amazing. If you go see the Philharmonic, then you go, geez, I'll never be able to play music like that.
Right.
But rarely in rock music do you just get I listened to Night at the Opera by Queen, and I'm depressed. I'm never going to be awesome.
From the jump off, from Death on Two Legs, you're like, what?
Yeah.
How do you write something like that? Yeah.
And then, but you guys pulled it off. I mean, you definitely, you more than pulled it off.
Thank you. Yeah, it's fun.
But you got to put that kind of towards the end, huh?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's one that's once we start lulling, playing all the new stuff, we're like, all right, we got to win the parents back because they probably came to the show. How do you pull dad back in,
Well, you have witches in the front of the building waiting for you. And
that's what I heard.
Plenty of people on the phone that want to talk to you.
Awesome.
Brendon Urie from Panic at the Disco joins us. Hello, Gabriella.
Hello.
Hi, Gabriella.
Hi. Okay, firstly, your music helped me through a really rough time in my life, and I love you so much.
Oh, I appreciate that. Glad to be of help.
And, my question is there any album that significantly changed your life or the way you look at music?
Oh, yeah. There's plenty. Actually, we're on the subject of Queen and David Bowie. Hunky Dory was one that, when I picked up Bowie's Hunky Dory, it just blew my mind. But also, Mike mentioned Night at the Opera. That one will always forever be one of my favorites.
That's so cool. I love Fever.
Thanks.
That album, I can listen to it all day and all night, and I always freak out whenever it comes on the radio.
I appreciate that. That's awesome to hear. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Gabrielle.
Love you.
I'm glad you called.
Love and mean it.
Another question for Brendon. Hello, Aaron. Aaron?
Aaron.
Aaron, are you there? Or did you pass away?
Aaron, do you hear me?
From the excitement. Is it not only are you you seem to get handsomer every time I see you, but you're an impossibly good-looking guy.
That's very sweet of you.
But then you do the thing that a lot of young girls are into, in that you write your lyrics are definitely kind of about very personal, emotional struggles and things like that.
Totally.
So you probably do get a lot of fans, albeit female, that that really are drawn to you and drawn to the band. Does it ever sometimes? I'm sure it's very flattering, but at the same time, can it be kind of intimidating? Like you think?
It's always intimidating. It's strange, you know. I was never that guy in high school, and then from high school, just being in a band where that's a thing now.
Yeah.
It definitely kind of projects you in this light where I get to play a character. That's really what it comes down to. I get to play this, you know, add a persona to myself. And that's just fun. It's fun to play, but there are times where it gets a little weird. Yeah. Like Twitter comments, like kids will, you know, I've had girls call me daddy. I'm like, that's not good. That's not good.
No.
Yeah.
Don't start that early. You know what I mean?
Emily calls tons of guys daddy, but it's for a totally different reason.
That was me.
But that's for a different, different purpose.
Yeah, because I mean, it's. I think every guy's dream that chicks would just lose themselves over you, but at the same time, that can build up. That can build up to be a little bit of a. You know?
There's a fine line.
Yeah. Hello, Allison.
Oh.
Hey.
Okay. First, I wanted to say that, because I heard you guys talking about glue, and first I want to say that I'm not a total scumbag, but I will say that I made some mistakes in my life, and I'm not going to say that I put toothpaste all over, like, the walls in my house or anything. But I've been arrested. I've been to jail, and girls put toothpaste all over everything in there to put stuff on the walls. They use the stickers from the deodorant that, I've used nail polish at my house.
That's pretty solid.
That's ingenious.
Yeah.
That's a good use.
I was, like, waiting for you guys to say all that stuff. And
I don't know why I couldn't think of it. Nail polish, I've done that.
I've used it on pimples. I know that.
The problem with nail polish when you're not in jail is that you usually have to pay rent to where you're putting nail polish on the walls. And, like, landlords don't like that.
Neither does your mom.
Yeah, neither does your mom. That's a very good point. All right, so did you have a question for Emily?
Yes, I did. I guess it could kind of be like two questions, because first I feel like when I am with somebody that I cannot manage to, like, keep going to get to my
orgasm.
Yeah, and I always stop, and it's so frustrating. It is so frustrating.
Okay.
I'm like screaming, and then I'm just like, okay, stop.
Right.
Stop.
It's like you get in your own way. So you've had an orgasm on your own before, correct?
No, that's why I was just like
Oh.
because I was also going to say I don't know how to be by myself.
Oh, okay. So let's start with that one, because the second one will follow. You'll be able to do that eventually. But the most important thing you got to do is figure out your own body and spend some time alone and what makes yourself feel good and how to get yourself there.
I feel so awkward.
You feel so awkward. Why? What is it? What is it that's so awkward? Tell me. How does it feel? You got to make the time for it.
I don't know how to explain it. Almost like, I guess, because I didn't start, like, earlier, like I hear, like, a lot of girls do. Like, I hear girls start when they're, like, 7 and 8.
Yeah. Some girls are, like, riding a horse and they had an orgasm. That wasn't me either. I wasn't, like, 19. It wasn't until people were like, you didn't have an orgasm? I'm like, a what? So I was a late bloomer as well. Now I talk about sex for a living. So here's the thing. There's never – how old are you? You're
25.
Okay, 25. So totally great age start. Listen, you got to think about. Do you ever have thoughts, like sexual thoughts, in your mind? Do you ever think about things? Watch porn, read erotica?
I think so.
You think so? Okay. Well, how you start is just. You got to take all the pressure off yourself, because right now you're so inside your head, whether you're having sex with someone and the thought of being alone with your body.
That's what I just thought of too. Like, maybe I need to, like, not be with, like have the option to be with somebody. Like, actually make a commitment to be alone.
Yeah, you got to make a commitment to be alone. Absolutely. You got to spend time alone with yourself, with your body, and just like in your room. Do you live? I don't know if you live alone.
I've like woken up in the middle of the night, and like in the morning I'll be like, that was so weird. Like, I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and for some reason, like, my sheets were all tangled up between my legs, and it felt so good.
Right. See, you're so close. Your body wants you to have this orgasm. So it's just a matter of, like, relaxing yourself.
I want you to have this orgasm.
We want you to play music and just touch. Get some lube, get some water-based lubricant, touch yourself, like, turn yourself on. Watch porn, think what makes you feel good, start rubbing your fingers over your body. It'll happen.
That's another...
Go to my website, sexwithemily.com, because I probably have, 10,000 articles about how to make yourself orgasm.
Just about 10,000.
And podcasts. No, seriously. 10 years, 10,000
That's
articles.
another rub about, pardon the pun, about being a girl, is that you got to figure out how to turn yourself on.
Right.
And every human does that, but it's pretty plug and play for guys. Like, you just rub your dick.
I know.
And
Like,
you're like, oh, this is
You
awesome.
go, whoa, what's happening?
Yeah.
Our brain is our largest sex organ.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how we get there. We have to think it. We have to think these thoughts. We have to get in the space. And, yeah, you guys are like, I don't know what happened. I was hard.
Yeah. And it's
What's for dinner?
it's actual it's
Whoa.
effort for a woman. Whereas guys, it's so just
know.
animal. It's just like, well, let me put friction there.
Yeah.
Right.
1-800-LOVE-191's the number. The new album is Death of a Bachelor. Been available now about a week, and it is paced to be the #1 album in the world. Woo!
That's crazy.
The band is Panic at the Disco, panicatthedisco.com. Brendon Urie from the band is here. It's Loveline.
And I have been asked, again, to relay you a message. It is a simple message, but here it is.
Hey, Loveline. Loveline on KROQ.
Yeah, buddy. 1-800-LOVE-191. Brendon Urie, very talented young man, very beautiful man.
Coming from you.
Front
Gorgeous,
man of Panic at the Disco. He joins us this evening. Speaking of how beautiful you are, what was that a Saint Laurent tuxedo jacket you were wearing at Acoustic Christmas?
Dude, I actually get them custom made.
Oh.
It's very crazy.
Nice.
I have a buddy,
That's where
Anthony
you're at
Franco.
now.
Yeah, shout out
I
to
like
Anthony
it.
Franco. Yeah, I pay him to make me some custom,
nice.
awesome, shiny stuff.
He won.
You
He
did.
won that night. That's
You sound good. You look good.
Thank
We're
you.
fans.
Thank you
We're
very
fans
much.
That night.
Hello, Lisa.
Hi.
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 Yes, what can we do for you?
So I just have a quick question here. I'm probably like 29 years old, so I'm kind of a little older. But I was just kind of wondering, like, is there like a specific way to give oral sex?
To a guy?
Like, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think that there's tips you can take away. And I say, too many people, too many girls, and I'll let Emily take over. But I, as someone who's received a lot of oral, I will give you my tips. Don't at all be afraid of moisture. Like, the more slobber, the more or saliva, the better. You know, you may think like, oh, you're grossing a dude out because there's stuff flying. No.
Nope.
More slobber,
wetter
the
the
better.
better.
That's the best.
And don't be convinced that you got to like try and like deep throat. Like, that's the parlor trick. You got to actually use the hand more.
Yeah.
Like
hand
the
'em out.
the hand is like the hand is like the layers of the cake, and your mouth is the frosting. You're just really kind of using the mouth to accent a glorified hand job.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I would also say pressure is really important. I don't have a penis. I wish I did, but I'm just telling you from experience and from teaching this for years is that pressure is really important. So when you're using your hand, you want to use your hands in your mouth, as Mike said. And when you're holding, you want to make, I'm doing it here with my hand, make sure that you have enough pressure, okay? So you're holding it tight, and your hand is like if you take, okay, how do I say it? It goes around your wrist. So you want your fingers to be like, if you like take your hand, you wrap it around your wrist, you want the equal pressure all the way around. You want to do so. You want to have enough pressure. You want to be enough liquid, water in your mouth. Take a sip of water, and enthusiasm. My number one tip for you is that you want to be into it. You want to like it. You want to lick it like it's the best ice cream cone you've ever had.
It's a good call. Yeah.
And you want to use your tongue. Swirl your tongue around. Pressure, enthusiasm, tongue. Mix it up. Look in his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And it
Enthusiasm.
may sound dumb, but watch some porn. Like,
Yep.
they're pretty good at it.
Truth.
Yeah, and then ask for feel. You can tell if he's into it. You can ask, be like, "Hey, how does this feel?" And they might. A lot of guys are different. I mean, we like to say that men are so easy, but they have their own thing. Some guys like their balls touched. Some guys don't. Brendon, do you have anything you want to add here?
Yeah, I totally agree with that. The hand is very important.
Yeah.
That is a very key component
Brandon's
to the
a
whole
champion.
process. But yeah, I think the porn thing. I mean, that's really I learned talking to friends, watching porn. It was just kind of always at your fingertips.
Although I
No
would,
pun
okay, I
intended.
have to say though, the thing about porn, I'm going to warn against porn. I actually wouldn't say that's a great place to go for it.
Oh, fair enough.
I would say that porn is, because a lot of what we see in porn is what is visually stimulating for men.
I understand that, but
and it's not necessarily how she's going to technically learn how
That's
to
a good
have
point.
enough
I
pressure and
agree.
enough.
That's a good point.
I agree on every account.
But I'm a dude.
except for blowjobs.
Yeah, but it's all about deep throating on porn.
Not really. No,
A
not.
lot of it.
There's a lot of extreme porn out there.
See, if you want to see deep throating, you have to actually search it out. like 99% of blowjobs in a porn movie are going to be the Myclone trick of the hands and the.
But I think what you're saying, Emily, is like the most important thing. Lots of like saliva. Don't be afraid to be sloppy, because that is like so key. You don't want, dry. That just doesn't sound like a great
time. And also,
time.
one more thing about this, I just have to say, this is 2 articles. How to have an orgasm.
You have whole sections about.
Oh yeah,
blowjobs.
Sexwithemily.com. I've got podcasts about it, but also I've got just go to my website and put in blowjob, and you're going to get some really good articles with like basic tips on how to do it right.
Nice,
because we know. It's family.
Anderson, I can't listen to this conversation without thinking of pre-sobriety Nick Hexum from 311.
Oh, as soon as I heard the girl ask the question, I almost hopped on and said, "Let's call Nick," but then I felt bad for Nick, so I didn't.
Well, he's such a nice guy. I mean, he really is, and more. The only reason I bring it up is because I know he has a good sense of humor about it. But this is 99 or something, I'm guessing. I'm throwing that out there. But I was a listener. I had nothing to do with the show. And I was listening to Loveline. And this is, again, prior to Nick Hexum getting sober. And he came on the show blasted. Oh, and some girl calls up. She's like, "How do I give a good blowjob?" He's like, "Let me tell you. I'm supposed to take the dick. I'm going to put the spit on the dick." She was like, "Oh, no, whoa.
And it was all night, too. He kept coming back to it. It was like, we were like...
It's a crowd-pleasing topic.
10 calls later, and he's like, "No, but really what you want to do." And he's like,
"Flopper!
We've moved on."
Slap her all over it. Girls don't use their hands, stupid bitch.
Here's a weird little plug. Later tonight, actually, I will be posting to iTunes a classic Loveline episode with 311 from 1996.
Beautiful.
Not that episode.
Maybe just the clip. Maybe just
you
that clip.
Find that one.
Yeah.
Just a clip. Just a tip.
Just the tip. Just the clip.
Hello, Erica.
Hi.
Hello.
So I was going to bring a question back to the music. I was wondering how on the new album you started out so like energetic and so pop rock with Victorious, and then somehow brought it all together with like Death of a Bachelor in the middle, but then ended it with Impossible Year, which is so like jazz vibe. So I was just wondering how you made such a different but cohesive album.
Yeah, thanks for that. That's awesome. Appreciate you listening to it. What I do, I write song to song. I feel that just creates a more diverse album for me. Keeps it exciting. I don't feel a pressure to like culminate one idea all together at 12 different things at a time. So I'm able to focus on that song and what it should mean to itself, and then move on from there. So, if I'm feeling energetic and like I want to tackle somebody, I write a song like Victorious. And then if I'm feeling somber and like, kind of defeated, I write a song like Impossible Year. So,
cool. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thanks for that, Erica. Appreciate it.
Nice. 1-800-LOVE-191 is the number. The voice of Brendon Urie is the voice that you hear. He is the frontman of Panic at the Disco. The new album is Death of a Bachelor. By the way, the new summer tour was announced. They will be going on tour with Weezer, and you can pick up tickets this Friday, the 22nd of January. That is when the pre-sale is going down. Also, this upcoming Monday night, you guys are going to be on our boy Jimmy Kimmel Live.
Jimmy Kimmel. That's my dude. Another Vegas native.
Another Vegas native. That's right.
That's my guy.
You, Jerry Tarkanian.
Yeah. What is Shark Turkey are we talking?
1-800-LOVE-191 is the number. It's Loveline.
Loveline on KROQ.
Broadcast over any FM car radio.
Hey, good looking. We'll be back to pick you up later.
KROQ.
Yeah, man. Ooh. Tonight we have Emily Morris from SexWithEmily.com sitting right here.
Yes.
And on the other side of this here table is Brendon Urie.
I'm staring deep into your eyes.
Panic at the Disco. I love it. You're making me feel all tingly. The new album is Death of a Bachelor, and in honor of Mr. Urie being here, we want to know if you've ever had sex at a concert. My friends, it's time for the open forum.
It's time for you to give us your opinions and insight. Here's tonight's open forum.
Now, there's been much discussion as to whether or not raves count, and without question, because that's essentially just a concert for an electronic artist.
Right? Sure.
But I don't like it. It has to be like an actual artist performing. It can't be like just a club,
right?
Like
where
a dude spinning. Like I want to hear about sex at a performance, not like a guy presses play on something.
Right, exactly.
Okay. Let's just be clear.
Thank you. Thank you for clarifying.
Okay. Hello, Samantha.
Hi.
Hi.
How are ya?
Doing great. How are you?
Doing well, thanks.
You sound hot.
Thank you.
I love that approach.
Yeah. So tell us about your sex at a concert.
Well, it's not that exciting, but I figured it's a good anecdote.
You should always lead with that.
Yeah, I better warn you all. But when I was in college, we had, now that I'm hearing your preface, I don't know if it's that cool, but we had a couple of smaller, like, EDM artists come and, everyone goes to the pregame, you make it to the show sort of alive, and sometimes you end up in the bathroom getting oral from a guy you don't know.
Yeah!
That is good.
What? By the way, receiving oral from a guy randomly is a whole different. That's a game changer.
That is,
Yeah, why doesn't that happen to me? That's amazing. That should happen more often. You alys hear about the random blowjob backdays. You hear women with blowjobs, but she's going down.
The blowjob bandit. I told you about the blowjob bandit at Comic-Con. The girl who demanded to blow me.
I know. That happens all the time, and all the time, not to me.
Well, but it does.
But no one's ever like, let me go down. And you would not
listen. If you went to like a, I'm trying to think of like a Travis Scott show or like a really like sexual rap show, and you saw a guy getting blown, you wouldn't be that. You'd be like, oh well, look at that guy.
Yeah, it's pretty standard.
If you saw a chick going down on a chick randomly, you'd be like, whoa, that a boy.
That's a game changer.
Right.
Yeah,
it's my new favorite band. Whoever it was.
Yeah, I was about to ask that. Did you get to know him, or did you you like, this is my knight in shining armor for one night?
No, we definitely hooked up in the bathroom. I mean, no one saw, so it wasn't like a huge spectacle. But yeah, I mean, I probably should have gotten to know him better, but I couldn't even tell you what he looked like.
Dude, the anonymity is so sexy.
Yeah, that's hot.
So
Random acts of oral.
I love Samantha. Powerful. Are you ready for this one?
Yeah.
It has to do with the Panic at the Disco show.
Bring it. Ooh.
Hello,
so
Mike.
Banged at your concert. Go.
Hello, Mike.
Hi, Mike. Hey, what's up?
What up, Mike?
What's going on?
Hey, what's up, Brendon? Okay, so last night I waited in line forever to see Panic, and
oh, you were at the show last night?
Yeah.
Dude, nice. The Tower Theater, nice.
Yeah, it was a great show. Bohemian Rhapsody was killer.
Oh, thanks, man.
So I'm in line forever, and I start talking to this chick in front, and two people in front of me. And sorry, I'm a little nervous.
It's all good.
And we start talking about music, and I tell her I have a band. I show her my band. She says we sound a lot like you guys.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that got you
band,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, enough so to where during the opening band, we weren't really sure who they were. So we went to the bathroom, and yeah, I got laid.
Nice, dude.
Last night.
Nice done.
You had sex in the Tower Theater last night?
Yes.
You're a man.
Dude, that is congratulations.
Did you get her number?
No, I didn't get her number.
Another hot anonymous? Oh, no, go ahead,
We got separated during Panic set because, I don't know, she was trying to get close to you, and I was just trying to get close to you.
Oh. I'm trying to get close to him, too.
Well, you got closer than I did.
She already used Mike's wiener, and now she needs Brendon.
Good job, Mike.
Yeah, powerful.
She's like, you were good, but I'm getting close to Brendon right now.
I feel embarrassed that I don't have any good stories.
Okay, so I have a story.
Oh, yes, you do.
Oh, yeah,
you have an awesome one.
Yeah, I went to Coachella about 2006,
yeah.
and we had backstage because the guy I was dating at the time, his friend, ran Coachella, part of it, whatever. We were on the little go-karts going around, golf carts. And then
Tom York banged you in the butt.
No. It was no celebrity. It was the guy I was dating. And all of a sudden we ended up backstage
Pete Yorn,
in the grass.
who cockeyed you.
No, dude, you would know that.
Oh, God.
You know all my stories. And we were backstage
Boney
at
Bear
Coachella.
did anal with you.
I don't like talking. I don't like the anal. I'm not into the anal.
All right, I won't interrupt.
I want to hear this.
Are you sure?
Yes.
So we were backstage, and we were hooking up. This guy that I'm with, he's my boyfriend at the time, boyfriend. I use it loosely. And then we hopped off the golf cart, and he's like, hey, you guys get out here. We were backstage, and then we just, next thing I know, we're rolling around in the grass because it's all outdoors, and we had sex backstage.
Oh, this was fully outdoors, uncovered.
Outdoors.
That is amazing.
At Coachella.
That's so hot.
Good time. Yeah, it was hot.
That's
it was
so
really
hot.
hot.
Now, but
and there was no one really around.
I know this was this was not with a musician or a celebrity, but was this in an area where like musicians could have come by?
I mean, this is backstage. You're on a golf cart, so you're like all access. Yeah,
all access backstage. Yeah,
Wow.
It was great.
Powerful.
It was a powerful night, and it was great sex.
You're building rock and roll right there.
Thank
That
you,
is awesome.
thank you. I feel so good. I feel it's time for
As
you.
a musician,
I feel
I'm telling
like
you.
I could die tomorrow. I'm
That's
building rock
a
and roll. I've been a part of rock and roll.
Yes, you are.
100%.
You're a part of rock and roll history. Hello, Rob. Thank you for calling Loveline.
Yeah, I was at the Poison Great White concert back, 15 years ago. I was 16 years old. And
You said Poison and Great White.
Yeah.
Oh, powerful. Yeah, okay, that's manly.
It was amazing.
Okay.
Girls kissing each other, making out all over. And this girl come over to me and started talking to me, and the next thing you know, she just undoes my pants and drops to her knees and does the work.
Yes, that's a win!
Yes.
Wow.
Woo! Yeah.
Right behind the sound booth.
Yeah. There it
I
is.
just love giving out random blowjobs.
You hear about that more often, though, like we were saying.
I know.
Yeah.
I think guys should start giving out random acts.
I agree. I would.
I'm really upset.
I'm a
gonna
big
start
fan.
A movement.
Listen, we've talked about this. I love providing oral for ladies.
Yes.
Randomly?
But it's not as... Something about the way your penis comes away from your body. It's just like you got to kind of get underneath a woman.
It's more of a
separation.
It's really.
It's a whole thing.
Can you imagine?
It's like-
you know,
it's like, right.
it doesn't seem. And also, women aren't as gross as guys, so they're
You know
not as
what?
like, hey, let me just have my clit eaten.
I'm going
right
to be
now.
innovative right now, though, because, usually women are up on the guy's shoulders. Just flip yourself around, buddy. Just, you're not only to watch a show. Turn yourself around. Face the girl. There you go.
Yeah.
She gets to watch the show. You get to watch your own show. There it
so
goes.
fun.
Let me tell you
That's great.
why, and neither of you are my age. And this is why it sucks to be my age. He talked about how he just got randomly blown at a Great White and Poison concert. That would never happen at a 90s band. Like, when I was in high school, you were not going to a concert and just girls would be like, hey, here's my boobs, let me blow you. It's all about...
brings you back. You're just getting blown.
It was just a bunch of, like Eddie Vedder wannabes. Guys are like, I'd rather read you poetry than get blown.
Not a lot
Sucked.
of grunge blowjob.
I don't feel bad for you, Mike, because you've had a lot of random blowjobs in your time.
Yeah, but it didn't start till
Maybe
like
not
post.
like during high school bands.
No, it
music,
didn't
but
start.
college
I
music.
did. I've received a lot of random sex, but it didn't start till after like Limp Bizkit broke the walls down.
Did
like,
it off of the nookie, and then it's like, all right, we're talking about this.
Like Kid Rock and Limp Bizkit and they had to like really break down the walls of feminism of like my high school experience.
Oh man.
1-800-LOVE-191 is the number. Brendon Urie is here from Panic at the Disco, and we are in the middle of the open forum talking about sex at concerts. Let's talk to Rachel.
Hi.
Hi.
So.
So you want to hear about sex at a
Yes.
concert?
Yeah, we so do.
Okay. I did not have sex at a concert, but I was at a club and had sex.
All right. Please tell.
Not proud of it.
Oh, come on.
I'm not.
We celebrate these things here.
Maybe
so
a little proud.
We'll make you feel good.
I'm proud because this is in my youth and it makes me feel young.
Yeah.
But it was about 10 years ago, but I used to go to clubs all the time when I was in high school and a little bit after high school. And I always met this guy at a club, not meet until we just randomly bumped into each other. And then he always asked me to, do the dirty with him. And I was always too shy. And then one night was a foam party and he's like, well, no one can see you now. So we just kind of went at it.
In the foam.
That's awesome.
Foam party.
In the foam.
Yeah. The good thing about that is that you can blow your load anywhere and no one knows because you're just covered in foam.
Sounds clean.
Yeah.
Where does it end and begin?
Hello, Gabby.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you guys?
We're doing good. How are you?
What up, Gabby?
Good, thank you. So I had sex at a My Chemical Romance concert.
There it is.
Nice.
Powerful.
Nice.
Where? Like what? Like how did that go
Was it
down?
on the floor, in the bathroom?
Well, we kind of sneaked backstage.
Whoa, you got backstage.
Yeah.
Did the Way brothers like cheer you on while you were?
I actually saw Gerard Way.
Did he serenade
I
you?
was like, oh my god. But then we just I'm like, okay, whatever, let's just go. And yeah, we had anal.
Oh!
Wow.
That's
That is powerful.
Concert.
That's
Like
like
a lot of
Were
stuff
you
going on.
were you a veteran of
Did you
anal at
live
that
there?
point, or was that like you were breaking your butt seal?
Breaking my.
Oh,
She broke her butt hymen right there.
Did you have lube? Probably not. Was it painful?
No, it was enjoying actually.
Wow.
It was My Chemical Romance playing in the background.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm
just
Yeah, that's a great soundtrack. I'm just wait a second. Now, do you feel like because of maybe the situation where you were kind of rushed, probably you were you didn't probably pull your pants all the way off, whatever. Do you think that maybe he just went wrong hole and you didn't stop him?
Oh God, maybe.
Oh, wow. So it was kind of like that, just quick, out of nowhere.
I hate when that happens.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, hats off to you.
Yeah.
So this is a real champion we're talking about right here.
Thank you. Yeah.
I went to, I have this nice, fun story that I always talk to the guys from formerly of My Chemical Romance about. I went to pretty much their first live performance.
Wow.
I was living in Jersey at the time, and I went to this upstairs house party, and they played in a basement. And they were awesome.
Wow. And
I was like, wow, look at these guys. But it was seriously 100 people in this basement.
That's cool.
In New Brunswick, New Jersey.
New Brunswick.
Wow.
No, I did not. I did not have anal.
You had
no. 1-800-LOVE-1911.
That'd be so weird.
Two had anal at my camp.
We have some pretty monster calls on the line. A lot of prostate play.
Oh my gosh,
from real 1-800-LOVE-191. We have to take a quick 30-second break for station ID. Brendon Urie from Panic at the Disco is here. Woo. Have you had sex at a concert? That's our open forum right now on Loveline. Last night.
I'm so excited.
Emily's like, let me tell you.
F.
It was funny.
I said the C word last week out of nowhere.
You did?
It wasn't even provoked.
Do you say it a lot, just regularly?
No.
Really?
I've never. He says everything, but you don't say that.
That's just. It's so funny too. By the way, because the C word, is
harsh.
when you just allow your bat to hit the baseball as opposed to swinging it, you bunt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
The most commonly thrown around cuss word in England and Australia.
Yes.
The worst thing you can say in America.
Yes.
Just not at all a problem in
casual
England.
In the UK. Yeah.
Anyway, so I just was saying that. I just said it out of the blue. I was on the air. Anderson looked at me
dude.
Yeah, I just raped his puppy. Yeah. What are you doing?
Don't even talk about raping.
Well, it wasn't even I said it to someone. I just was mumbling.
Like a Tourette's kind of.
Yeah. It was total Tourette's. All right, Brendon Urie is here. Enough fooling. Panic at the Disco's new album is Death of a Bachelor. Recently announced. Weezer going on tour at Panic at the Disco Summer Tour 2016. Tickets on sale this Friday, the 22nd. We're talking about sex at concerts. We've already had one call about sex, not only at a Panic at the Disco show, but at a Panic at the Disco show last night. Here comes number 2. Hello, Nat.
Nat.
Hello.
Hi,
Hi.
Nat.
Hi.
How's it going?
Sorry. I just wanted to say really quick, Brendon, thank you so much. You actually saved my life at
Thank
point
you.
in time, but I did actually have a very sexual experience at one of your concerts.
Please share.
I took my girlfriend, who I'm still with 5 years later, to your show at the Ventura Theater, and we were just listening to music, and we were in the pit, and all of a sudden I feel a hand slip down my pants, and I look at her, and she's just smiling.
There it is. And she manipulated you to full completion?
Yes.
There it is.
Nice. I'm glad to be the soundtrack for that. Thank you very much for including me.
You are the soundtrack. That's awesome.
Because Brandon's here, Anne brought her teenage daughter.
I know.
And I'm just thinking about what she's listening to right now.
I know.
So I got anal. This is My Chemical Romance. Duking it up.
Before. Yeah. She's been around the Love Line block.
It happens.
You're not talking to her, though, about...
Anne's she has twins. Her kids are so sweet.
So sweet.
Yeah.
So
and
cute.
they're at the age where they're not supposed to be. They're supposed to be kind of a-holes at with the 14th. Right. And they're both her and her son are so sweet. But at least her daughter brings these whores to all the KROQ shows. I'm like, what are you doing? And I'm like, don't taint Danica.
Large breasts doesn't
No.
mean yours.
It has nothing to do with the boobies.
All her friends are listening now too. Thanks.
Yeah.
That's nice. You don't mean you with large breasts. The other one.
No, she knows which one.
The other one's large breasts.
One of Danica's friends. That's Anne's daughter. One of Danica's friends has like you can't not know. I mean, because she's 14, it's gross, But you can't not know. Like she has alarming large breads. Hello, Jason.
That's me. Hey, how are you?
How's it going?
Hello.
Yes.
Hey.
Tell us your sex at a concert story, sir.
All right. Well, mine was at a music festival. Smaller, lower scale, very spiritual connection type of festival. So I was at the drum circle, and there was this beautiful blonde with a flower crown and just luscious in all the right places.
So like a hot hippie queen.
Yes,
Not
kind of like
basic.
Shakira, but better.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yes, right? So at first I was shy because it was one of those situations where I knew she was out of my league just by appearance. But as the drum circle progressed, she got close to me. She was the initiator. And it was at nighttime, so we just talked the first night. The second day she came by my campsite, and after talking a little bit, we went for a walk with our blanket. And we found a nice, comfortable spot in the open, on the grass, and we started making the most beautiful sex, love, whatever.
Nice.
See, this is a nice, sweet story. Nice, sweet story.
Yeah.
What part of the country was this?
It was in California.
What venue?
It was a open park somewhere in the north.
North of the state of California?
North, Bay Area?
Yeah, it was,
north.
well, Central California, north of LA.
All right.
Where I'm from. Yeah.
All right, dude.
It's an open park area, just like any other. Imagine
Sounds
Coachella,
beautiful.
just much smaller. About 300
lovely.
people were there.
He made sweet, sweet love to the hippie queen.
That's actually nice to hear after
I cried.
forced anal in
And
the...
then I anal. And then I forced her to have
The double
anal.
anal.
And then I doubly penetrated her.
And about hearing Emily doing the Leaning Tower of Pisa with Odd Future at Coachella. Hello, Maddie.
Hi, how are you?
Doing good. How are you?
What up?
I'm good. I'm tired, but I'm good. Okay, so one time I went to an all-time low concert
Nice.
with my best friend and my high school boyfriend that I was with, freshman year. He was a total, dork, and, I kind of broke up with him because...
Hey, yo.
He was into your potty mouth? You and your potty mouth going to all-time low shows. I know Alex doesn't appreciate that. Those are nice gentlemen, those
They are.
all-time low boys.
Love those guys.
I'm a terrible, terrible person.
No, it's okay.
But anyway, he ended up being really hot, and I totally missed an opportunity being stupid. But I went over to him, and we started talking, and there's a lawn section. So it got dark, and we banged on a lawn.
Nice. Were you around people? Could people see you?
I guess so. I hope not.
Did you feel any eyes on you?
I
No.
mean, no. Things happen. Regrets.
Things happen.
Whatever.
No regrets.
that's fun. That
It's a
sounds
story.
fun.
You get to call him for the open forum.
Yeah.
No regrets.
Have you ever had sex at a concert that is our open forum? We've had some real powerful stories.
Whoa!
Hello, Jen.
Uplifting.
Hi.
Hi.
So I had sex at a concert, but it wasn't a panic concert, although I'm not opposed to that.
That's my goal.
Would love to be your soundtrack.
I'm seeing you at Jones Beach, so maybe.
Oh, awesome.
But, yeah, I'm excited. But, yeah, so I had a sex at a Say Anything concert. I actually had a spare ticket, and my ex, who I'd already dated twice, I wound up selling the ticket to them. And then we wound up hooking up in the bathroom.
Nice.
In this really nasty venue. I don't know, because you're in LA, so you wouldn't know Toad's Place in New Haven, but it's this little tiny venue, and it's so gross and nasty. I can't believe I did that. I regret it.
I found out something that I did not know, because that is one part of the country I'm very unfamiliar with, is Connecticut, and really any
East Coast.
It's disgusting.
Well, I
lived there for 3 years.
I thought Connecticut was only country clubs and waspy people. I guess that the majority of Connecticut is white trash.
Dude, Hartford it gets real.
Yeah.
It gets real.
Yeah, it's either complete country and nasty, almost everyone there listens to country. It's almost southern, but it's Connecticut.
Yeah.
Or the other half is really nasty cities and all sorts of drugs and violence and
Good times.
Well.
Sounds like a party.
Missing
It's so weird. like bathrooms at a venue.
They're the dingiest, dirtiest things.
I just can't
trust
imagine.
Me.
I know.
And trust me when I say this. This is true. Every roadie is using the public bathrooms.
Right.
Like, obviously, before anybody gets in the house. So just picture that. Look at all the techs and the roadies. Like, come on, you guys. It's so
gnarled dudes.
Bring your pure out.
Just the most gnarly dudes.
Let's talk to Sheila. Hello, Sheila.
Hi there.
Hi.
Hi. I have a pretty good story, and I can't even believe I get to tell it. But, so years ago, I went and saw Roger Waters with an ex-boyfriend of mine at the Hollywood Bowl. So, yeah, it was a great show.
I hope you're not a Jew.
Great time.
He hates you.
That?
I said, I hope you're not a Jew. Roger Waters hates you.
I'm not, but love the Jews. Anyways, so we stuck around after the show. We were just kind of waiting for traffic to clear out and hanging out, and we noticed, like, all the lights on inside, like, down below in, like, the basement type area. We're like, I bet you that's the after party. We totally snuck into the after party. Roger Waters was there. The whole band was there. It was amazing. So then, after we were there hanging out, we started just kind of walking around. We were over by the trailers and the buses, and we kind of took a turn and realized that we were on stage.
Nice!
We looked out, and it was amazing. It was like,
Incredible.
It was real. So we're on stage. We see everybody, like, there's people out there, like, picking up and cleaning up. And so, you know, they have those huge, I guess they're amps, big amps. So he, you know, put me up on there. We did our thing and finished, and it was amazing. And
incredible.
Kind of gross, but he ended up finishing and wiping on the curtains on the Hollywood Bowl.
Yes!
I don't want to go ever. I want to go to any concert again, ever, anywhere.
That's the Hollywood Bowl, too.
Bowl.
So if that's what's at the Hollywood Bowl, imagine what's at, like, the Avalon. It's just like... just jizz curtains.
The Wiltern just
Jizz
covered.
The Palladium's just got, like, AIDS in the chandelier.
Hollywood Bowl is now jizz curtains.
There's AIDS fog at the Palladium. 1-800-LOVE-191 is the number. Brendon Urie from Panic at the Disco is here. Emily Morse is here as well. One more break with our friend from Panic at the Disco. Remember, the new album is Death of a Bachelor. We're going to hear some music straight ahead here on Loveline.
Hey, Loveline on KROQ.
Yeah. Brendon Urie is here from Panic at the Disco, as if you didn't already know. We're going to hear some music straight ahead. Anderson, what song are we going to be hearing? Victorious. Yeah. Victorious, named after the Victoria Justice vehicle on Nickelodeon.
That's right. That's why I wrote it.
1-800-LOVE-191 is the number. Just hit 1 million followers on Instagram, ladies and gentlemen. This man.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
But you do put in a lot of good amount of effort into your Instagram.
I appreciate
follow
that.
you. You're not just like someone who's putting up like, hey, here's a hot dog I hate.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer in good content, quality over quantity.
Emily Morse is here, also 9 million followers. It goes Bieber, Rihanna, Emily.
Yeah.
That's
a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
That's a lot of pressure.
Good.
To close off. It's Sex with Emily, actually.
Yeah, at Sex with Emily.
That their Instagram.
All right. Like I said, we're going to hear Victorious very soon. But right now we're talking to Ashley. Ashley Marie.
Hi, Brendon.
Hi, Ashley Marie.
Hi. I don't know if you remember this, but one time in St. Petersburg, Florida, I threw my bra at you and you wore it on your head.
I do. That was actually the only time I've done that, and I never did it again, so thank you for that. Thank you for that. That was beautiful.
He was telling us during the break it smelled fantastic.
It did. It smelled great.
Oh, thank you. Well, I do have a question for you.
Okay.
And don't threaten me with a good time. You mentioned that you lost a bet and you had to wear a chiffon skirt. Can you tell the story?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's very autobiographical. Actually, it ended up being 2 bets that I had with this said man in a chiffon skirt. The first one was actually how many hot dogs could you fit in your mouth, and I lost that one straight away. Dude was just talented.
Yeah.
You know, gaping hole in his face. And so I lost that one right away. And so luckily he gave me a second chance. I was like, all right, whoever can chug a beer quicker, and he still beat me at that. So I ended up wearing high heels all night. Yeah. I killed it, though.
Yeah, and you rock them.
I rocked them.
I hope you're at a show wearing them sometime.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see what happens. Appreciate it. Thanks.
We Emily will have to challenge that guy about because Emily did 250 hot dogs she could put in her mouth.
Totally.
Prove it. Prove it.
Those blowjob classes. It's just...
Hello, Candace?
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Candace.
Sorry, my heart's beating really fast. Sorry, hi, Brendon.
Hi, Candace. How are you?
Oh, I'm much better now. So my question, I guess, was, so I know Death of Bachelor, you said is kind of like a goodbye to like a sweet work. I'm assuming before you like settle down with Sarah. So I was kind of wondering, like, since you guys Panic Disco kind of started right out of high school, what would be like the one thing I guess that you said to yourself that would never change about you, but I guess has?
Oh,
good question.
That's a very good question.
Very good question.
You know, actually, a lot of things have changed. I never thought I would be here. When I was younger, I was like, I'm never going to be with a serious girlfriend. I'm never going to be in a serious relationship. I'm never going to do this. So I stopped using definitives, and that changed. I always use definitives, like, I'll never do this, I'll never do this. And now I've just stopped doing that, because you never know. That's something that has changed pretty recently, actually, in the last few years. But yeah, there's a lot of things. I don't know. I used to do a lot crazier stuff back in the day. I stopped being so cavalier with my relationships and my drug use. So there you go. Yeah, I just got older and hopefully more mature. Hopefully that
Thanks
answers your
for the
question.
better, for sure.
Yeah, thanks, Candace.
Thank you, Candace. And I'm sure it's only had a noticeable effect on the success of the band. I mean, look at you as you've gotten more responsible and day in and day out, you make better decisions. You look at you're staring at a #1 album in the whole wide world.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
We're happy for you.
It makes you wonder too, though, how some people can maintain both.
Yeah.
Like what's going on? Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's only but maybe that's the secret to like Zeppelin and stuff, is that you can only do that for so long.
Sure.
Those bands that you hear of that can party like that and still make #1 hit records. They don't have 40-year careers. They burn hard, and then they go, you know what, we're going to retire. Yeah, I'll never forget. Kid Rock said on the show, it was like right when I first started hosting, he said, everybody always says touring's so hard. He's like, it's not. Touring's easy. Partying and touring is really hard.
Right.
Yes.
Really, really hard.
That's what's taxing, dude. It builds up, yeah.
1-800-LOVE-191. Let's see. Let's talk to... Tatelin? Tate. Am I pronouncing that right? Okay.
Nice. What up,
yeah,
Tatelin?
it's like Caitlin.
All right. That's cool. Nice.
I wanted to ask all of you what your first concert was and the last one that you went to.
Ooh. All right. First one I ever went to was a hardcore show in Vegas for a band called Curl Up and Die.
Nice.
And I ended up having my first three-way kiss there. So,
there it is. Three-way kiss.
Three-way kiss. And I ended up hanging out with one of those girls for a couple weeks. We had some fun. So that was the first one. And then the last one I went to was a Halsey concert. And then she was phenomenal.
Oh.
So that was me.
And
Emily?
I would say Beastie Boys.
Nice. That was their first concert?
I think so.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, with a big penis on stage and stuff. That was epic. And then the last one I saw was, I think I saw Death Cab at the Hollywood Bowl, but then I saw you guys at Acoustic Christmas.
That's
right. Oh, right on.
Yeah. So, but I think the concert I went to was Death Cab at Hollywood Bowl.
There it is. The first concert I went to was a Beach Boys concert. My parents took me to see the Beach Boys when I was very, very young. And it was awesome. The last show I went to, I think, was Acoustic Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to go to that so bad.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was a good time.
It was a good show. It was a great show, yeah. All right, thank you for the call. That's actually an
People are
interesting
being
question.
so insightful tonight.
Yeah. Hello, Lauren. Lauren.
Hello.
Hi, Lauren.
Hi, Brendon. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm great.
Awesome.
I want to ask you a question about Golden Days is my favorite song off the new album.
Right.
What was the inspiration behind it?
Oh, well, first off, thanks. That's awesome. Yeah, that's one of my favorites, too. That song is, every song is autobiographical, so it's something I went through. And the first lyric in that song is, I found a pile of Polaroids in the crates of a record shop. And that was true. I went to a record shop. I was actually in Detroit visiting some family. And, yeah, Oh, that's awesome. I love Detroit. It's so cool. It's like up and coming now. It's a really good art community. There's this great record shop. There's a bar upstairs, and you could walk down. It's literally this dude's living room. And you can go down, and if you find a record, if you convince him enough, you got to be convincing, but you can buy a record from him. So I just went, crate digging, record digging, and I found these Polaroids. And they were old. I mean, they were old. It's like 70s, and this girl had like Farrah Fawcett hair, and this guy it was crazy. So I just started building up the story in my mind, and that inspired the song. So it's all
awesome.
very, very real. Thanks for that.
That's actually a great story for Golden Days.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you very much. I was hoping there would be some golden shower stories.
Yeah, so then I ended up just peeing on his entire collection.
All right, transition quickly. What is Victorious about?
Victorious. I was feeling so amped up. I wanted to write, I was in this mood, like, I get moody, and in that moment, I wanted to just, like, scream at the top of my lungs, and I did, and I recorded it. And I was holding this note for, like, 4 bars. That's
Beautiful.
really what it was, yeah.
Brendon, you are always welcome here, man. It's good to see
Thanks,
you again.
man. Always a pleasure.
Remember, Death of a Bachelor is available everywhere music is sold. It's the newest offering from Panic at the Disco. And this Friday, the 22nd, pre-sale for the Weezer and Panic at the Disco tour of this summer 2016. And follow Brendon on Instagram, because he has a million followers.
2 million tonight.
As he's escorted out, let's hear some Victorious from Panic at the Disco right here on Loveline.